ngetengasala nasakhalive letfu sawuphakamisa wona emabito awemalunga ephalamende la nayi indlu lelamva kwami yona indlu yephalamende lokho Eswatini parliament lokho indlu yabayesikhulu nayo indlu yetimphunga bukelike siyabuya ke ehlelweni sibuka ukuthi engabe vele ingwenyama silo inkosi Mswati wesithathu ngesikhathi ivula sona sicephu sekuqala sephalamende yelishumi nakubili yaphathisa yathini kuwe emalunga njengoba siyakhumbula ukuthi inkulumo yaso silo yesigaba sekuqala sephalamende kuye kube inkulumo lesale indvulela yona iminyaka lesihlanu ukuthi iphalamende kubheka ukuthi isebenze kanjani live lona kubheka ukuthi lisebenze kanjani sikhuluma ngetindzaba tayo intfutfuko yelive siyakhumbula ke ukuthi eMaswati esibayeni aphathisa kuye uhulumende kuthi kunetikhalo letikhona sikhuluma ngendzaba yawo emathuba emsebenzi kakhulu kati kubo bamfula basha sigadzile ke ukuthi iphalamende yelishumi nakubili kube tindzaba letigijimisako leto sigatsile futhi ukuthi nenhlala kahle yabo bonke bamveveni laseSwatini kube indvo letfutfukako kube ngiyo imithetho njengoba iphalamende kubheka ukuthi phela ibambise live ngekushaya kucinisa imithetho letawucinisekisa inhlala kahle yalo lonke eLeswati ikhulunyiwe ke nayo indzaba yetemphilo lesigathe ukuthi nayo iphalamende yeshumi nakubili kube tindzaba letigijima ngetulu kwato siyakhumbula ke ukuthi kuye iphalamende yeshumi nakunye 11 parliament kunemisebenzi leyasala esifaka ekhathi yona imithetho leyasala yangaphelele esigathi ukuthi iphalamende futhi nayo lena lengenako lenemalunga lamasha nayo emalunga labuyako nawo emalunga lake abakhona kuyo iphalamende lesendlulile singasho ukuthi iphalamende yeshumi yemfica nayo yesiphohlongo babuyile nabo balandlini bathembisile sive ngemuva etinkhundleni ukuthi live batalibambisa kanjani mhlati imfica ke kuyo inyanga yendlovana silo semhlaba sibe sesiyazivula ke sicephu sekuqala sayo iphalamende yelishumi nakubili kuniketa wona umkhombandlela ukuthi kuleminyaka lesihlanu basesehledi la parliament basashaya yona imithetho basekela lona live ngemithetho letawuqinisekisa inhlala kahle yawo onke eMaswati wabaniketa wona umkhombandlela kulesikhathi manje sitavele siconze kuyo inkulumo yesilo nayiniketa umkhombandlela waso sive seMaswati nayivula yona iparliament sicephu sekuqala
Ndlovukazi emakhosikati bantu babenkosi mvunankulu lo umqondzisi wendlu yetimpunga nemqondzisi wendlu yabaya sikhulu emabandle kweluleka tikhulu ijaji lelikhulu lisekela landvunankulu tindvuna tembuso emalunga endlu yetimpunga emalunga endlu yabaya sikhulu labamele emave kuleli timenywa letibalulekile nanonke bekunene sindvuse kakhulu eParliament. I am delighted to be here today to officially open the first session of the 12th Parliament of the Kingdom of Eswatini. We extend a cordial welcome to all those who have traveled from various places of abroad, both near and far, as well as our esteemed friends and partners in development. We appreciate your presence here today. We also acknowledge all those who are following these proceedings from various media platforms. We are grateful to the Almighty God and our ancestors for their guidance and protection that has seen us throughout the year 2023. We have many reasons to celebrate the past year as it marked a significant double milestone of 55 years since our nation gained independence and the King's birthday. We commend Emaswati for the successful national event, which was honored by other esteemed leaders from region and beyond. Of significance in the year was also the political landscape, as it was an election year. Emaswati were able to boldly chart a way forward for the country during Sibaya. We applaud the nation for their outstanding participation and contributions to our cultural and religious events, which were a resounding success. The 2023 national elections were a watershed moment in the Kingdom of Eswatini's history, with over 90% of eligible voters registering and an overwhelming turnout that voted. Under the motto of Ngete Ngasala Nasaka Live, Eswatini responded to the call to vote as part of their contribution to national service. The country as a whole deserves praise for the excellent turnout in an election that was in conformity with all regional and international applicable norms and best practices. We are equally pleased that our elections under the Dingunda system of governance were free and fair. We praise the Elections and Boundaries Commission for the robust civic and voter education initiatives and for facilitating the successful outcome of the elections. In July, before the elections, we called on all Eswatini to elect more women and people with disabilities to Parliament. And the nation responded positively by increasing their numbers. This is commendable. We also wish to thank all our media houses and the Royal Science and Technology Park for providing the nation with up-to-date information during the elections and Sibaya. The plan starts now to work on more improvements for our next elections. As we gather here today, we are in the midst of a diverse group of politicians, many of whom are just starting their political journeys. We welcome you all to this daunting task after securing the support of your constituencies. We wish you success in fulfilling this significant national role, which entails enacting laws and providing oversight to drive our national development agenda. We also recognize the remarkable achievements of those who came before you. Their efforts have positioned the country favorable for a strong 2024 economic start. You are urged to establish a collaborative partnership with the other branches of government and enhance service delivery to the nation with the highest level of efficiency and speed. As new members of Parliament, it is crucial to demonstrate unquestionable integrity, credibility, trustworthiness, respect, and a firm dedication to a national unity at all times. You have a responsibility to protect the nation, its constitution, and the system of governance. You have a huge task ahead of you in addressing the challenges that lie ahead. It is time to roll up your sleeves and put your best foot forward to ensure we attain our aspirations of first world status. During Sibaya, Eswatini showed their gratitude for the peaceful environment and expressed their desire for progress. A takeaway from the submissions was the agenda they set for government, and it is important for Parliament to follow through on this task. The primary focus was to address the pressing issue of unemployment, which is also witnessed around the world. This challenge has been exacerbated by the far-reaching impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is vital for members of parliament to address these issues and come up with well-established strategies to achieve good economic growth for the country. There are several encouraging signs on the economic front that offer hope for the upcoming year. The Eswatini economy demonstrated strong resilience, experiencing a significant growth of 4.8% in 2023, following a period of slow growth at 0.5% in 2022. Initial projections indicate that 2024 is expected to be equally promising, with a forecasted growth rate of 4.9%. The country has also experienced a decrease in the fiscal deficit from about 4.5% in 2021-2022 to 1.6% of GDP in 2023-24. This positive change can be attributed to the adoption and implementation of the Fiscal Adjustment Plan. The nation will be pleased to know that the national budget is set to receive a boost from taxes collected, internal and external revenue sources. This bodes well for the new parliamentarians who will have resources to work with. We strongly encourage government to establish a stabilization fund as a precautionary measure for potential future declines from these revenue sources starting immediately. Sisu sibekelwa ngaphandle bekune. The private sector is expected to intensify its efforts of exploiting opportunities presented by regional and international markets. The Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement and other bilateral and multilateral agreements are ready to launch us to the world. Emphasis should be directed towards growing our presence and creating quality jobs for Eswatini. We must achieve our goal of becoming a global commerce hub and streamline border formalities to make trading easy. We are pleased that the Kingdom is making progress with the National Trade Facilitation Program, but we urge urgent attention towards decreasing border congestion and seek alternative ports of entry to lessen global supply chain risks. We must enhance our ICT infrastructure and learn how to advance our value chains to stimulate industrialization and diversification. Government will engage more closely with the business to create an environment that supports such investments. With the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, characterized by digital technology and artificial intelligence, we must prioritize worker retraining and upskillings. Government and the business community must work together to accelerate this process. It is imperative that we implement strategies to stimulate entrepreneurship and the expansion of small and medium enterprises. They are the cornerstone of our economy and are pivotal in driving job creation, particularly in high potential sectors including agribusiness, tourism, and information and communication technology, just to mention a few. Our focus must be on fostering a more conducive environment for business and investment. Simplifying the process of registration for SMEs should be considered by implementing digital solutions as well as reducing the tax compliance burden for small emerging businesses. Particular attention must also be paid to increasing access to business development services for our minority groups to ensure that they invest in diversity and the world of opportunities out there. Following the nation's submissions at Sibaya, it is vital that government takes immediate action to revive the national economy and improve service delivery to all areas of the kingdom. In particular, we wish to point out that it is critical that our major capital projects and infrastructure projects, including the start of the Parliament building and the Data Recovery Center, proceed. The completion of the International Convention Center and the hotel must be prioritized in the next financial year. The nation will be pleased to know that the strategic oil reserve construction will commence in the next 6 months. This will fulfill our fuel sufficiency objectives. Government should also implement a comprehensive national infrastructure program to upgrade our roads, power supply, offices, water, and housing. The country remains with about 400 kilometers of roads that still needs to be tarred. The status of our rural roads needs improvement, as many of our people and transport operators have appealed to government to fix and resurface them. We urge government to use affordable technologies which are good for low traffic volumes to alleviate the problem faced by our people. In our unwavering pursuit of our development vision as a country, the importance of energy to drive growth cannot be emphasized enough. We proudly celebrate our commendable electrification rate of 82%. However, it is paramount to acknowledge that a significant portion of our energy is imported from our neighbors. This requires that we must invest heavily in local energy generation to ensure self-dependence, which will be affordable and sustainable in light of our 2025 electricity contract with Eskom in South Africa. The kingdom needs a strong national system of innovation as it embarks on a mission to shift from a resource-based to a knowledge-based economy that values ideas, discoveries, and innovation. This effort requires that we cultivate collaboration and partnerships to fulfill our research, scientific, technology, and invention goals as a nation. The agriculture sector has identified key areas of focus to not only change farming practices, but also enhance the well-being of the country's population. There is a significant concern regarding the inability to meet our food security requirements domestically, resulting in a heavy reliance on imports. In addressing this imbalance, government has added a horticulture subsidy and information system to help with the marketing of fresh produce and agro-businesses. The existing maize, beans, and sorghum import subsidization and tractor hire services will continue. To improve access to funding, an agricultural development fund has been established, which is expected to boost investment and enhance the performance of value chains. Let us nurture our land to give us more value addition. The country recognizes that tourism contributes to our economic recovery and growth potential. Therefore, government is engaging with their stakeholders in order to appreciate their contributions to the tourist value chain, from tour operators to frontline workers. Great effort is needed to increase visitor numbers and tourism spend, as well as promoting the countries as a destination of choice. We need geographic spread of sites to attract all types of travelers. The industry is encouraged to offer visitors a royal experience in Eswatini. We also anticipate that government will expedite the merger of Lubombo's 5 game parks to put more on offer for our tourists. Extreme weather is becoming more frequent and intense in Eswatini, eroding economic achievements. Last year and recently, mild cyclones, hailstorms, and windstorms destroyed infrastructure, crops, and animals across the kingdom. These occasional and severe climate-induced disasters have forced the country to quickly construct the Disaster Management Fund to improve preparedness and response. Government is committed to strengthening early warning services, catastrophe risk reduction and management to mitigate the extreme weather and climate change effects. Let us build on our efforts to address this phenomenon, which has earned us the Best Urban Development Initiative of the Year for strengthening of urban resilience in Eswatini. The Kingdom's national goal is for every Leswati to have access to quality health care as and when they need it without financial or service difficulty. This is in line with the people's call at Sibaya to improve service delivery. The country wants a people who are healthy, productive, and have a high life expectancy. As a Maswati, we are proud that our kingdom was among the first to meet the UNAIDS 2025 target of 95. We also contained COVID-19 and had a 2% death rate, thanks to all awareness drives which excluded the disease from the top 10 causes of morbidity. To all our esteemed stakeholders, including our dedicated government officials, civil society, private sector, and valued development partners, we express our gratitude for the remarkable progress in Eswatini's health sector. Life expectancy has risen from 45 to an impressive 63.5 years, a testament to our commitment to Eswatini's well-being through expanded health services, life-saving medicines, and successful vaccine implementation. While celebrating declining HIV/AIDS infections and deaths, we must reduce new infections so that Eswatini can remain on course for yet another milestone, that of ending AIDS as a public health threat by 2030. Our ultimate goal is to strengthen our health sector and provide local specialized medical care. We urge government to expedite the commencement of the process of mobilizing resources for the construction of the referral hospital as promised by the Friends of the Kingdom. This should be done in the next financial year. No Leswati should die from lack of proper health services. Healthcare needs the support of housing welfare of our people, and the country needs to invest in reviving the urban and rural housing schemes for the benefit of our needy people. This will complement the ongoing development of our towns across the country. At the end of the year National Prayer Service, I called on all Eswatini to join hands in putting an end to gender-based violence. We note the signs of decline to this practice and urge Eswatini to continue along this path until there is not a single case. I repeat this call today and emphasize that we must remove this dark shadow of violence that is hovering over our society. The nation commends government for the allocation of resources to confront this scourge, as well as the support of our partners towards the implementation of the strategy and ending gender-based violence. Beyond these resources, it will require a change of attitude by everyone in fostering cultural change and promoting equality for all. Our youth stand as the architects of our nation's future and are at the core of our vision to make a country. However, the daunting spectrum of unemployment engulfs over more than half of them, presenting a formidable challenge that requires our immediate attention. It is imperative that we steadfastly continue to forge pathways and opportunities for our young people. Eswatini has spearheaded numerous initiatives such as the Youth Fund, Rural Development Fund, and small-scale and export guarantee schemes. These endeavors are designed to facilitate access to financing, enabling young entrepreneurs to initiate businesses and in turn create employment opportunities. We cannot emphasize enough the role of quality education and skills development in paving our path to the shared prosperity that we have envisioned. Creating employment opportunities for our young people hinges on the quality of education, right from the lowest grade to the highest level. We extend heartfelt gratitude to all our development partners who have been unwavering in supporting government's effort. The country will continue with her full participation, and we shall learn from the great experiences we get in our interactions from our international and regional organizations. All our development initiatives fall within and contribute to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the African Union Agenda 2063. In line with the AU agenda, we have repeatedly called for the silencing of guns so that we can pursue development for our countries. We wish to applaud the African Union for declaring 2024 the year of education, and Eswatini will remain focused on transforming our education system for the benefit of our children. In reflecting on our journey to meeting the Sustainable Development Goals, we take pride in the strides made in sectors such as health and education, but to mention a few. We also acknowledge the persistent challenges in areas like poverty, food security, and employment, some of which have been impacted by the multiple crises faced across the globe in recent times. Our goal towards the SDGs and Agenda 2063 is a collective responsibility. Let us reaffirm our commitment to this ambitious plan and work tirelessly towards a more sustainable, equitable, just, and prosperous nation. Corruption stands in the way of progress in our nation's plans, programs, and projects for development. Emaswati have made their voices heard at Sibaya, expressing frustration with the lack of tangible progress in addressing this issue. We strongly encourage government to prioritize taking action on this matter. It is high time we witness judgments passed on individuals involved in corruption, holding them accountable for their actions. Law enforcement agencies and structures must work together in our quest for zero tolerance for corruption in Eswatini. The year 2024 holds great potential, and we thank all Emaswati for their support and promoting peace and stability that exist in the country. This will allow us to concentrate on achieving our national development objectives. We shall realize prosperity if we all pull together with the new parliamentarians in their efforts to tackle the challenges ahead and pave the way for a prosperous future for generations to come. Instead of fixating on the bickering that hinder our progress, let us direct our attention and energies towards discovering sustainable solutions. This will fortify our economy, elevate our social well-being, provide job creation, improve healthcare, and reinforce other crucial sectors, thus paving the path for a brighter future for the nation. It is crucial that we put respect on a pedestal in all our endeavors, as it is a characteristic that truly defines our identity as a Maswati. Let us spring to action and target at attaining above 5% economic growth, whilst tackling the pressing issues of poverty, unemployment, and service delivery. For government to address these key national challenges, asigijime sitsingwe. We can overcome it, and we know this because when we come together with a shared purpose and each person plays their part, we can move mountains. Unity is our strength. We implore our new parliamentarians to full embrace their responsibilities, and we pray for divine guidance and protection throughout your term. It is now my singular honor to declare the first session of the 12th Parliament officially open. Siyabonga uNkulunkulu asibuse sonke bekunene.
Ingwenyama silo inkosi Mswati wesithathu ngesikhathi ivula sona sicephu sekucala sePhalamende yelishumi nakubili. Ingwenyama ke itsinzile tinhlangothi letahlukene temnotfo welive lathe emhlabuhlangene ligatsha lapha eVeni laseSwatini. Tinhlangothi letiqinisekisa ukuthi live laseSwatini nengamambala litibophelele ukuthi emagola kaMhlaba entuthuko lekhonsako eminyaka wa-2030 live laseSwatini tawukhona kuwafeza. Ingwenyama ikhulumeke ngayo indzaba ukuthi hulumende nakubanjiswa ngiyo iPhalamende yelive akaqinisekise ukuthi tindzaba tekwenta ibhizinisi eVeni tibamelula. Ingwenyama yaphinza iteka indzaba yabo bamfula basha ukuthi hulumende akakhe phela wona ematfuba latawuqinisekisa ukuthi bamfula basha eVeni lizinga lokwesela umsebenzi liyancipha, batfola wona ematfuba ekucala wona amabhizinisi, batfola wona ematfuba ekutfola wona umsebenzi. Ingwenyama ke ikhulumile nangayo indzaba yetemphilo ukuthi akubade phela liSwati lelahlekelwa ngumphefumulo ngenxa yekuswela isito letemphilo lolufanele. Lesigadze ukuthi iPhalamende lishumi nakubili ngekubanjiswa nguye uhulumende bagijimise imithetho etawuqinisekisa ukuthi onke emaswati ayaphepha. Kanti sikhathileke ukuthi yona indvuna yetemafa neRittenberg atfule wona emaphakelo eminyaka wa-2024-2025 lapho ingwenyama ivedile nakhona ukuthi emaphakelo alonyaka atawutfola kona kwesekeleka noma kubhusteka ngendlela lefanele kude phela leti tinhlangothi lesikhulume ngato tikhone kwesekeleka live laseSwatini lithuthuke inhlangothi tonke. Ingwenyama ke itsinzile neindzaba yayi agenda 2063 yakhe African Union noma lesingathi thine ngemave la inhlanganisela elivekati leAfrika lebeke ukuthi emave elivekati leAfrika akathuthuke tinhlangothi tonke angakukhohlwa phela yona indzaba yawo emasiko. Kanti mbukele sithokote kakhulu ukuhlasana nawe ehlelweni lomuhla kunguye lesibili ebusuku lesethemba ukuthi nawe uthokote kakhulu ukuhlalisana nathi. Siphinde sibonane evikini letako ngaso sikhathi lesifanako. Mina esamkelisiwe khoza nalo lonke libandla kulethelelo nalo uhlelo Tasephalamende sithi usale kahle.
Mm-hmm.